That was a fun sound. Anyways, so I know I promised everybody a video talking about Welcome Week, which was the week that followed the events that took place last video, the stuff I was talking about last video. So that's what I'm gonna try to focus on today. I'm gonna try to make this video shorter because I know last time the video was kind of long and I felt kind of bad because I wanted these to be really short, like 5 minutes at the max, just talking about like what's been going on, but I kind of failed per usual. I kind of want to talk a little bit quietly because my sweet mates are in. My roommate is not here right now, but yeah. Anyways, let's just kind of get right into it. So, Welcome Week. That is kind of like the big week that brought us all in to transition from like moving into college to like college. So it started on the 17th and went through to the 21st, and it was pretty much just like jam-packed full of events, and it was crazy. The 16th was the first day, and that was kind of registration day. That's when we went and got all our forms. I got my mailbox and my key to my room and my ID card, which I look terrible in, like a potato that fell into a dumpster and rotted and molded, and I just looked really bad. I hate it. But no one has to see it except for you guys just now, so don't make fun of me. Anyways, we also got these fun hats. I pulled this out of my closet because I wanted to show you it. It's supposed to like be a conversation starter, and we had to wear them all week because throughout the whole week there was this big competition going on. So the first night after everyone kind of moved in and we had eaten and everything, there was this rally, and all of us were shoved into this auditorium. At the rally, they kind of described what would be happening throughout the week, and so we were all placed into fish groups. My fish group was W11, and throughout that week we would be competing for points to win like these free hats, which, you know, whatever. During that whole thing, they were just loud and like dancing, and they were just very pumped for us to be there, which was kind of overwhelming. So after the rally, we kind of broke up into our fish groups and played a bunch of games and like went around and like kind of around the campus. I came here that night, kind of spent the night in my dorm by myself. It was weird being alone. It was quiet. For the first time, you know, I was by myself and like back in like my own room sort of thing, and it was just, I don't know, it was weird. I was not ready for that. In the morning, they had this community service opportunity that I was gonna go to, but it started at 7 a.m. and they had kept us up really late the night before for their little game thing, so I wasn't able to wake up in time and I didn't go. But after that, we had fish group time. So pretty much what was gonna be happening was we were gonna go and make costume, like a big group costume, and show it off, and if you won the costume you would get like a lot of points, and then at the end of the week we would do a giant lip sync competition. So lunch came around, and this was actually like the last day that the parents were supposed to stay, so that was the day that my parents were gonna be leaving. So all of us had lunch together with our family. Besides Hannah, her family actually left like the day before, so they didn't get to come eat with us, but Hannah came with us anyways. It was Jordan's family and then my family, and we all ate at this Spanish place. But later that night we were going to recreation. I don't remember what it stands for, do not ask me, but it was pretty much a giant beach volleyball game down on their like sand courts. So after that I kind of recollected with, you know, some of the people I'd already known, and I recognized some people there from my fish group, and I got together with them and we kind of spent the night together. And that's actually when I met Veronica, who was a commuter at the time. She actually lives in the area, and you know, she was not gonna stay on campus, but I met her then, and she's like super nice, super funny. I was like, oh my god, love her. I met Andres there, and Andrew and Kirk, and so that was kind of as the volleyball game was dying down. And once we got back to campus, they held this like late night bite thing at the dining hall. So then Sunday on the 19th, there was more fish group time when we were trying to practice our lip sync and perfect that and get our dance down or whatever. One of the days we actually went to the thrift store and we bought like stuff for our costumes because the costume competition was actually this day, but for the majority of the day you were like with your fish group. So after dinner there was another rally, and that's when the costume competition happened and all these costumes came on stage and we were all showing off. I wish I got footage of like some costumes going on stage, but I just didn't, and I didn't get any pictures of us in our costume because I'm lame. I don't know, I just wasn't thinking. But we did 80s workout and we had this whole dance to go up on stage, but we didn't win. Shocker. But afterwards the entire like freshman class walked down to City Place, which is a town nearby, and it is gorgeous. Oh my god, it is gorgeous. It is so pretty. But we all walked down there to go to this like nearby bar slash bowling slash arcade area, and it was pretty fun. I'm just not good at bowling, so me and Hannah were like kind of together during that, and we broke off to go find Jordan because she was like who knows where, and we ended up in like this mosh pit of people dancing, and there was Spider-Man, I don't know, a bunch of things were happening, but we kind of got tired, so we decided to kind of walk around City Place by ourselves. We went and got gelato, which was really nice. Hannah paid for me, even though I feel really bad because like I don't really have money right now. I never had money, what am I saying? We got gelato and then kind of went back to the dorm to go sleep, and I was alone in my dorm again still. So Monday comes around, I'm exhausted from the night before. I sleep in like through pretty much all the activities that happened in the morning. This was the time that I slept past the fish group because it was like 9 a.m. when we were supposed to be there, and I was like, oh my god, no. But that's when we were practicing, we're finalizing the lip sync dance, which I also didn't get like any footage of, sorry. I was too busy focused on dancing. But yeah, we ended up not getting called up on stage for our big dance, and everybody was like really mad, and I was like, guys, it's just a dance. Literally, it doesn't matter. At 8 was the lip sync competition, like our last rally, and me and Vanessa and Thomas, who is another Thomas who's very tall and looks very similar to my Thomas, which is kind of funny. We always joke about that. We all sat like really close to the stage so we could get good seats to watch the competition. It was actually really fun. And afterwards we all went and got ice cream from the dining hall, which actually their ice cream here is so good. But yeah, that was the last rally, and like fish group time kind of came to an end, and that was it. The competition was over. The last day, which was Tuesday the 21st, it was not really like anything like big party games. It was more of like informative like tours and stuff like that. I ended up sleeping through all of that, which was terrible. I felt really bad because I was trying to wake up early, but I literally was so exhausted. But this was kind of around the same time that I found out Veronica was moving into my dorm like in the next 2 days, and I was like, are you kidding me? I was really excited. I was like a little bummed because I was like, oh, I kind of like the idea of having the dorm to myself, but I was also excited because it's actually really boring in a dorm by yourself. But I woke up in time for the dine with your dean thing, which was during lunchtime. You would go with the dean of your school, and I'm School of Communication and Media because I'm studying cinema arts, obviously. After the dine with your dean, there was this foot washing tradition event that was going to be taking place in the chapel, which is on campus. They've been talking about it all week, and they were like, you should go, it's gonna be really great. And like, I wasn't really sure. It was kind of weird. Me and Hannah and Jordan ended up kind of going late, but it was literally amazing. I'm so glad I went. Really, it was like so much more than I could have expected, and it really like set me in a good place to start this year off right. I guess if you guys don't know, I've pretty much told everyone, everybody knows this, but there's a few people I guess just like don't know, but Palm Beach Atlantic University is actually a Christian school. This is a private school with a small campus, and their goal is to like teach you their like whatever major you're on, but do it in a way that when you're older you can like glorify God in the end and bring it all back to the Lord or whatever. So the foot washing tradition was pretty much a giant worship ceremony where the steering committee, the judges that were like basing us this whole week, would like wash your feet like how like Jesus did in the Bible. And well, it literally was like they sprinkled water on your feet and then wiped it off, because like, ew, washing feet is gross. I wouldn't do that. But yeah, and then they'd pray over you and anything that you're worried about. And I was not sure like what I wanted to ask them to pray for me, but like literally it was so intense. I was crying. Like it was so, like you couldn't not cry. So many people were crying. Like I didn't think I was going to, and I was not expecting it. And then like everyone here is so nice, and just in that moment you just knew like you were home. And like it was really, I'm talking too much, but yeah, it was a really, really good experience. So that happened, and that kind of concluded Welcome Week. After the foot washing thing, me, Jordan, Hannah, Thomas, and Vanessa regrouped and decided we wanted to go see a movie, because this theater and City Place does $5 Friday movies if you're like a member. And so we went and saw The Meg, and everybody's been saying it's really bad, but it was actually so good. It was so funny. You really have to go with a group of people that like, you know, are gonna be really funny to like watch it with, because we were screaming and laughing our heads off. It was so funny. It was probably the best movie ever. Later that night, all of our friend group, everyone who went to the movie, and Andres and Kirk and Andrew, we all met up, and we walked down to the beach, which is like a 20-minute walk, and we kind of like walked along the water a little bit. I'm looking forward to what the school year has to bring, like as classes go on. It's been kind of slow, kind of hard, not really, I don't know. I'm sure it'll get worse, but I'm enjoying it here, and I miss you all so much, and I can't wait to visit and see you. But yeah, I'll do another update video soon. I love you. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.